shark can change your life. How would you recruit a shark? I'm a shark. Real life, I'm a shark. How would you recruit a shark?
First, I would ask you, what is it that you do in regards to making money?
Well, what I do, I got, I'm a real estate. Let's just say I'm a real estate agent. Boom. I make about $200,000 a year selling houses. I'm good. I make good living.
How long you been doing real estate?
20 years.
Okay, you like it?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. When the market's good, it's good. When the market's bad, it's not so good.
Right. So if it was anything you could change about being in the real estate business, what would it be?
I don't know. Maybe more freedom.
More freedom? What do you mean by more freedom?
Because I'm always meeting with clients all the time. I'm always grinding. My wife always complaining about me working so much.
Okay. You have any children?
Yeah, 2.
Okay. So you would like more time and freedom to spend with your wife and your children?
Exactly.
Okay. So what if I was to present an opportunity with you that would give you time and freedom and still make money?
Present it. I'm all ears. Present it.
Okay. So have you heard of Primerica before?
Yeah. I heard of Primerica. Before. I heard a little bit about it.
Do you mind telling me what you've heard about us?
But I don't know a lot about it, so you can go ahead and present it to me. I heard about it. I know they do insurance and they do investments and do stuff like that. But just go ahead and tell me about it, because I got another appointment in about 15 minutes. So if you can break it down to me real quick, I'm all ears. I'll listen to it. I'm open. I keep an open mind.
Right.
One thing about sharks, I'm gonna come right back to you, Jasmine. Pause right there. They don't have a lot of time for you. You gotta get it out. The sharks, like, you did excellent so far, Jasmine. The questions you asked to led into me saying present the opportunity. When you with sharks, they ain't got all day. They busy. They sharks. They hunting. So now, how do you present? Okay, yeah, present it to me, Jazz. Yeah, I got a few minutes. I got about 15 minutes for my next appointment. You can present. Tell me about it.
Okay, that's great. Well, I don't want to take up much of your time since you are a busy man. So I just want to tell you a little bit about the company.
Mm-hmm.
We were founded in 1977 with just 85 people. And now we have more than 5 million lives insured, 2 million investment client accounts. We do business in Canada, United States, and Puerto Rico. Since you are in real estate, do you ever look at the New York Stock Exchange?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of your stocks that you like looking at on the New York Stock Exchange?
Okay, cut. Now, Jazz. Now, this is where we deviate. Now, what you're doing is the presentation, which is good. I'm talking about, I'm out, boom, I'm in front of a shark, I ain't got no book, I want to talk. One of your coworkers say, hey, Jasmine, come talk to this person right here. Or my cousin, let me introduce him to you. Boom. How do we talk? How do we lead into that shark? But what you did, Jasmine, so far to lead up to when I say present, this is where you might have your struggle at, right there. Because, guys, you notice I'm not doing no presentation tonight. How do we present without the presentation? How do we present the business opportunity, not without the presentation? Now with the presentation, Jasmine, you good. You can present that with the presentation. What you were going over was fine, but okay, now I'm trying to fast forward. This is going to help you in your presentation, what I'm going to go over tonight, and it'll help you outside your presentation, okay? How do I present the business opportunity? Yes.
I have a question. With that scenario with the realtor, could you also present and say things like, okay, as like the opportunity of being like a one-stop shop, because this business is great for people who are already in real estate?
Yep. Now you present the business opportunity. You're going into it. So if you want to pick it up, go ahead. How would you present? If I say, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about the opportunity.
Oh, I don't know. Christian. I was just going to say, well, actually, you're in a great market for our products. You already have a captive audience. You already have a captive audience with what you do. So adding this and then possibly dropping real estate for the time for your family would be an added benefit for you. Would you like to hear more information on that?
Yeah, I'm all ears. Tell me about
it. So with Primerica, not only do we offer great benefits for a lot of times for the families that you'll be working with, such as life insurance and investments, but we also work with outside companies that can also help with the homes that you'll be selling. So whether it's home security, whether it be mortgage, those type of things, people will just come to you and they don't have to, and you'll receive those benefits and not having to outsource.
Okay. All right. Cut. All right, Christian. You took a good shot at it. Well,
I tried. My first time. I tried.
yeah, first time out, you took a shot at it. Anybody else?
Hey,
Can I
Warren,
talk?
so you said that you said you're in real estate, right?
I'm gonna come back to you, Jasmine. I heard you unmute. I'm coming back to you. Who's that? Jake? Who's that? Who's that?
Junior.
Junior. Go
Junior,
ahead. Go ahead.
can you hear me, coach?
I can hear you, brother.
Okay, cool. So you said you do real estate, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how long have you been doing it again?
I've been doing it for 20 years.
Okay, cool. So I was thinking, man, since you're doing a real estate, I know you probably have a lot of clients. If people trust you with their homes, I would assume that they would trust you with their finances. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. So I know, probably most time you talk with people. I mean, I don't know a lot about real estate, but I know you probably put them in a 15-year, 30-year term. So if you had the opportunity where you could keep doing a real estate, you have your license already in real estate. If I can get you licensed in the life insurance, just imagine if you could go back to those people and you can sign them up for a 30-year mortgage, and you can also now protect them, their family at the same time. Now you can double dip. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, that sound pretty good.
Okay. So also we do home protection. So just think about, you sitting down with a client, you don't put a family inside of a home. They trust you. They done signed over their whole life to you. Now you can talk to them about protecting their home through our income protection, and also you can talk to them about, protecting their self, their family, and you can talk to them about protecting their home. So you sit down with a client, instead of getting paid one time, how about you get paid 3 or 4 times on that one client?
It sounds good.
And that's why I would be lost at right there. That's
All
that's
right.
it, coach. I'm lost right there.
One of the things you did good is you made it relatable. One of the things I told y'all about last week, when you're recruiting, make it relatable to wherever they are, right? He related it. Christian took a swing at that as well. Jasmine, you asked me good questions to open me up about what I would change about what I'm doing. You could have run in with that. So, Junior, hold on to that. I'm gonna come back to Jasmine, and then I'm gonna tell you how I would handle that with recruiting a shark. Presenting not just to any real estate person, but just presenting a business opportunity to make in the bigness of it to get people attracted. So go ahead, Jasmine. I know you wanted to jump back in.
Yeah, Junior actually said something similar to what I was going to say. I was going to ask them how, if their clients trust them enough with their home, would they trust them to protect their income? So not only would they make sales selling homes, they could also make sure their client was financially independent or working towards financial independence. And we also have other services and products that would help as well and also benefit them. And then I would ask, if you didn't mind, how much do you get paid sitting down with one client? You could potentially make more depending on how many clients you have.
Okay. Good, Jasmine. That was good. All those things are good. Okay, so Junior, you on it. Christian, you even came and touched on it, got in it, and Jasmine. One thing you all did, 3 things you did is made it relatable. Jasmine, you found out a little bit about me personally, and then we made it relatable. Okay, so let me show you guys how I present the business opportunity when I know I'm in front of a shark. They don't have a lot of time to do it, and if somebody pick it up, let's role play it. I'm gonna give you some tips on this as we go through. Okay, I need a role play. I need somebody to be the real estate agent, whatever you want to be. You don't have to be it don't matter to me.
I'll role play with you.
Okay, go ahead, Alicia.
So I'm the real estate agent.
Yeah, whatever. If that's what you want to pick it up from there. Whatever don't really matter. You tell me whatever it is. I can relatable to whatever.
Okay, and you're recruiting me, right?
Yes, I'm recruiting you. You are the person.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna be a social worker.
Okay. Okay. So
So what is it that you do? I see you you always doing stuff for families, and you just seem like you're real passionate about what you do, and I'm a passionate type of person as well as it relates to helping people. So what do you do?
okay, great. Well, basically what I do is I just sit down and help families improve their overall financial situation is what I do.
Okay.
You gonna say something?
No, I said okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. We sit down and help people improve their overall financial situations, and so we help people just to grow it. But let me ask you a question, Ali. So you say you were a social worker?
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
Wow, for probably like 10 years now.
10 years. Wow. How many people you see a day?
About 5 to 6 students a day.
5 to 6 students a day. Do you meet with any of the parents?
Not as often.
So you got to have a pretty good personality to do what you do, huh?
Yeah, I mean, a little something.
Probably got a high tolerance with people too, huh? You can relate to different people. You
Definitely.
got to be a social worker, right?
Definitely.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Hey, listen, the reason why I'm asking you this because we always look for sharp people,
Hmm.
very sharp people in our company that have good skills in relating with people. And you said you do feel as though you have those type of skills, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what are the biggest things? What kind of market are you in? Are you working in middle income families that you go see, or they upper income, they high income, low income? I mean, what kind of market you say you're in?
More like low to middle.
Low to middle. Wow, that's awesome.
Mhm.
And I bet, what do you think? Pretty much most of them have in common, they probably need to make more money, huh?
Yeah.
Right. And do most of the parents work all the time in that market?
Yeah, some of them do.
And you said you like helping people. What do you do to help those people?
So I provide therapy services for the students.
Therapy?
Hmm.
Okay, great, great. What do you do for the parents?
Just I provide them with resources to be able to, manage their children and be able to relate to them.
Okay, well, Alicia, listen, hey, I'm just having a thought while you're talking. If you're already in the houses and you're talking to people, you're talking to parents, and
Hmm.
you're talking to children, and you're helping them out, right? You're helping them out with providing services that you feel as though those services are valuable, right? Yeah, I believe they're valuable too. But since you're already in the house and you're helping people out, what if I can show you while you're in that house, you can help them out and maybe make an extra $500, $1,000 in the same time frame that you're in the house helping them out anyway. Would you be open for that?
That would be good. The only issue is that would be a conflict of interest with my clients, but I'll be more than willing to do that with maybe some other people.
Okay, so it'd be conflict of interest with your clients.
Yeah.
So if they weren't your client, then it wouldn't be a conflict of interest,
Right.
correct?
Right.
So your clients probably know other people that's in the same situation as them. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So if your client referred you to someone that you can make an extra $1,000 to live next door to them, would that be a conflict of interest?
Mm, technically, yes, but we're gonna say no for the sake of the conversation.
No, no, no. Why would it be a conflict of interest?
The social work ethics.
Social work ethics. So social work ethic is if you see a family hurting, don't help them out because it's unethical for you to help them. Is that what you're saying? If
No.
they're hurting financially, if you hold in there and help them out, you go in there and say, look, you guys need to be together, pray together, stay together, but they still need food and bread and they need money. But I can't help you with that. Would that be unethical to help somebody next door that need money? You can show them how to get money. What if you saw somebody being taken advantage of financially when you went in that house and you knew how to tell them not to get how to get the help? Would you do that?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. At some point, that morals come over ethics. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
And morally, if I see you getting ripped off, and I know you getting taken advantage of, and this is a part of the problem why this man come home and beat his wife or they argue so much. If I can show him how to stop that bleeding, I wouldn't walk out of there and say I'm not going to do that just because it'd be unethical with the state, would you? You wouldn't do that, right?
Nope.
Okay, well, so the only reason I'm saying this to you, Alicia, because I believe one of the biggest problems in the community that we serve in the middle income community is that the lack of financial education. Don't you? Did you see that anytime while you out there?
Absolutely.
And so what if you just educated them financially and they can make better decisions for their house and they can change things, the way they think and do things like that and make more money? Wouldn't that be empowering them?
Absolutely, it would. They definitely need it.
And I wonder who would have an interest for them not to know this stuff,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And so all I'm saying to you is that, listen, most of social workers I know got a good heart, but they don't make a lot of money. And social workers that I know have a good heart, Lisa, but they don't fix the whole problem. You
Yeah.
get them fixed mentally, but they're still hurting financially. What if you could be holistic? What if you could do the whole job while you was in there? What if you could go in there and teach this family how to become financially solid?
Yeah.
Would that be worth your while?
Definitely.
Absolutely. And so all I'm saying to you is this. And if you said it is unethical, you were really worried about your job. If I taught you how to do everything I do, if I taught you how to handle money, mutual funds, bonds, stuff, could you train someone else to go in that house and help that family? and
Okay.
then maybe you get paid something off of it if they go to help them out, but it's not you, so it wouldn't jeopardize your job. Would you be willing, if you couldn't go in a burning house and get them out the fire, would you be willing to send somebody else there?
That would definitely work out a lot better. Yeah.
But well,
Y'all
you
do
know what?
that?
For you, I don't want to jeopardize your job. What I would want you to do, if I train you and put you in a management position where you can make, let's say you can make $3,000-4,000 a month because you train and develop some other people. If I put you in a management position that could possibly pay you 6 figures down the road, where you wouldn't even have to go inside of people's houses no more for the state no more, you'd be doing it for yourself to empower your community. Would you be open to explore that opportunity?
Yeah, that sounds a lot. That sounds good.
Okay, let's zoom boom. Okay,
All
you
right.
guys got it? So it don't matter what profession they're in. None of these things matter. What did I do? I struck the emotions. Oh, I got to do it. I'm ethical with the state. I can't ethical with the state. State don't give a crap. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I mean, we know in my mind, they don't give a crap about these people's finances. In fact, most of the social workers going in there going to go do the job. They leave other people still messed up. So sometimes I get real with them. I say, so if you saw them in that situation, would you help them? Okay. Recruiting the sharks is making it relatable and then painting a bigger picture. You see how I took her out of the equation and say, hey, listen, what if I taught you, here's one of the big things on recruiting a shark. Check this out. If I taught you this stuff, would you be able to teach someone else? If I taught you, could you teach someone else? They say, yeah. What if you could send someone else there? They helped the family out. The family got blessed, and then you got paid a part of the profit because if it wasn't for you, that family wouldn't get help. Would you be open to explore that? Yeah. How do you do that? Which is going to lead me to the next thing we're going to go to talk about on the list I got. My next topic I'm going to talk to y'all about tonight. Okay? Does everybody get that? Any questions? Open up, ask questions, guys, because listen, I want y'all to go recruit an army this year. We want to get big, man. So don't be all bashful. Don't say that. Let's talk about it. That's why we on here tonight. Any questions, Elise? Any questions? Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, I got a question, Coach.
Talk to me.
So going back to the real estate guy. So one of the things you said in your initial objection was that he makes like I think you said $300,000 a year, but his wife said he works too much, and you only got about 15 minutes to give it to him. So would you kind of fast forward to just the whole like overriding and building a team aspect with him because he didn't have time, but you want to show him how you
I
can
go with the flow of the conversation. You
Okay.
see, when you really start getting recruiting down, you don't have no agenda. You learn to take what they give you. Just like when I played football in the NFL, offensive lineman give me the left. If he can give me whatever they give me, that's what I'm gonna be. That's what I'm going at. Okay. So when I'm talking to a real estate agent, he said, "Well, I don't have a lot of time." I probably would have struck right at the time. And why is that you don't have a lot of time? Because I'm showing all these houses, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Listen, let me say, what if I can show you how to train people and you can continue to show houses, but while you showing houses, they're going to help somebody with their insurance. So maybe a client that you had last year that got a mortgage for $400,000, but they didn't get the insurance. What if you can send somebody there, they can help with the insurance, and then they get paid, you get paid $300, $400, $500 while you showing another house. And what if while I could tell you why you driving around those people, showing those people a house, and what do you ever drive people around and they don't buy a house from you? You ever did that before?
Yes.
Yeah, and that little bit of frustration. What if the person didn't buy a house from you, but you still made an extra $1,000, $2,000 because you helped them in other areas financially? Would that be good?
Yes, sir.
Or what if while you was driving that person around showing a house, you had 5 other people out there helping people with insurance and investments of people that you've seen in the past, and you getting paid a part of that profit?
Yeah, that makes
I can show you how to do that. Would you be open to explore the reason to make passive income?
Absolutely.
Y'all need to write that word down. Passive income. That's income that you make without working. See, I'm gonna tell you, one of the biggest challenges in Primerica, the people who get good in sales, you know what the problem is with people who get good in sales in Primerica? They're good in sales. So they never duplicate because they're too good in sales that they don't have 15, 20 people. The rule is to get good so that you can train people. You're not getting good so that you can see, if you get good Jasmine, or if I train Christian or Sherelle in Ohio, and they go out there and they making money in Ohio, I'm sitting here, guys, in my theater room, in my chair laying back, and I'm getting paid while I'm watching my movies. That's passive income. That's why we're talking about how to recruit a shark tonight. That's why we're talking about it. The business is fun, but it's even, listen, guys, it's a fun business when you got a big team, when you're getting overrides. But most of us are too afraid to go after that busy person. So we go find the people that is unbusy, they got nothing going on, they broke as a joke, they ain't got two nickels to rub together, and you say, you on my team. And you wonder why. Okay, because we're afraid to go at the sharks. So that's why we're practicing how to catch sharks tonight. Okay, who's up next? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, no questions. I guess we are going to catch some sharks then. Okay, so all right, so don't matter if it's real estate, you make it relatable, you bring it back. See how I want y'all to see how I painted a bigger picture for Alicia. You see how I painted a bigger picture for Dante with the real estate. You got to paint a big picture. Listen, guys, you got to be like Picasso. You got to be the one to just take your brush and paint big pictures. Michelangelo, you got to paint a picture. People look at that picture and say, that's a beautiful picture. I want that. Well, what we got to get good at doing, Jasmine, is painting pictures. Okay? See, you ever heard people say, see the big picture. Okay? So here it is. So how to present, how to explain the so now they say, well, now here's what they're going to say. After you present the opportunity, they're going to say, well, how does that work again? How do I get paid? Somebody explain compensation to me. How would you explain the compensation to a shark? How do I get paid? Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds, you mean tell me I can make money? Did you, wait a minute, I train somebody, I can make money while you say I'm showing houses, so I don't have to quit my real estate. No, you don't have to quit your real estate, bro. No, I ain't asking you to quit your real estate. I'm asking you, if I taught you, could you teach someone else? Yeah, I could teach somebody else. I mean, so if I wanted to learn how to sell houses, could you teach me how to sell a house? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, great. So if I teach you how to do insurance or investments, if I taught you really good, you got it. You think you could teach someone else? Absolutely, I could do that. Okay, great. So, but how would I get paid though? How would I get paid for teaching someone else? How would I get paid? How does that work? Can you explain to me how that works? See, once you get a shark interest, they want to start knowing the numbers. See, first it's the picture. Now you got to know numbers. If you don't know numbers, the shark say, you don't know what the heck you talking about. You know, that's what they say. Or they'll say, you don't know what the hell you talking about. You don't even know no numbers. So once you paint the picture, give me numbers. Who got the numbers? Who can explain compensation to me? Anybody? Nobody.
Okay,
Nobody
Coach.
can explain
I'm
compensation.
here. I'm here.
Let's go, JR.
Okay, so so basically how we get paid, man. I know you said you're interested. So how we get paid is kind of just like what you do now. So what I know you're agent, but what's your brokerage that you work for?
Long and Foster.
Okay, cool. So basically how we going to get you, how you going to get paid is I'm going to turn you into Long and Foster. So like for instance with Long and Foster, okay, Long and Foster send you out and you go out and you show the houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and once you sell a house, you get paid, but who else get paid?
The broker.
The broker, right? So basically
Exactly.
the same thing in our business when
I didn't say nothing.
Okay, so the same way in our business, we do the same thing. So I'm gonna teach you how to be Long and Foster. So you come in with us, we get you licensed, we get you your investment license and your life insurance license, and immediately we're gonna go out and start recruiting people in your circle, so that way we can get you to be a Long and Foster. So let's just say hypothetically we get you 5 people that's in business with you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And those 5 people, we will push you up to one of our main levels. Once you come in, we'll get you to a district level, and I'll go over all the numbers exactly what a district level is. But we'll have 3 to 5 people under you, and every time someone go out and move a product, just like when you go out and you move a product for Long and Foster, I'm gonna show you how you can override and get paid for that process without doing the work.
Okay, Junior, stop. Shark want to know numbers.
Oh,
Shark
numbers.
want to know numbers. Okay.
Okay.
Small thinkers don't want to know the numbers, but the shark say, okay, let me explain how our compensation works. I'm gonna give you a situation. Okay. I'm gonna give you a quick situation. Everyone start out with us, Junior, at a 25% contract. But you, the type of player you are, I can have you to a 50% contract within a week. It's very easy. We're gonna help out 6 clients, and I'm gonna recruit 3 people, and that you're gonna be on your management team. So back to the real estate again, you know, I'm gonna build you a brokerage team. But this time, instead of you working for a broker, I'm gonna make you a broker. Within a week, you're gonna become a broker. We're gonna recruit 3, but you gotta get your license, get going. Now, once we do that, you're gonna be bumped up to a 50% contract. 50%. Okay. Now you recruit me. Let's say you recruit me. I'm your best friend. I'm at a 25% contract. So when I go out to do business, I get 25% because you train me. I go close a business. I get 25%. If it's $1,000 transaction I just did, I get $250 of that. That's my money. You get none of that. But guess what? Because you had a 50 and you train me, you get a kick up of 25%. Because the difference between a 50% contract and a 50% contract is 25%, right? So guess what? You made $250 while you were showing somebody a house, and they didn't even want the house, but you still made $250. You made $250 while you was at lunch. You made $250 while you were at the movie theater, because you now remember I told you, if I train you, could you train somebody? If I teach you, could you teach someone else? I keep telling them that. Yeah, man. I know I can. Okay, great. So you make $250 while you sitting at the movie theater. You make $250 while you sleeping, ladies, while you getting your hair done, while you eating, while you whatever it is, you make $2. Now, if I can show you how to do that with one person, how many people would you want to train? Do I get $250 for each one? Yeah, how many would you want to train? Is it a limit? No. See, a shark always gonna ask big questions. Goldfish gonna say, oh, if I could train one, I'd be good. See, I know I ain't dealing with no shark. Shark, but if it ain't no limit, I don't know. How many can I train? You know, okay, I can train everybody. So now I got them excited about recruiting. See what I'm saying? Now I got them excited about recruiting, but I didn't even talk about recruiting big time yet. But I got them excited about it. Why? Because sharks know numbers. Sharks know numbers. So they say a 50% contract, yeah, and then you can move to a 60, a 70, then 110% contract. Now, 110% contract is what you can get. That's called a vice president of our company. In your business, if you're a real estate agent, it's called a broker. Now, the 110% contract, you train somebody who's at a 25% contract, you get 85% spread. So if they do a $1,000 sale, they get $250, you get $850 while you're sitting on your couch. If you had that contract, how many people would you want to train? Well, what it takes to get that? A lot. You see what I'm saying, guys? Now we're going to go to the next level on that. But see, right away, I didn't have to draw up on the board. I didn't have to show them that. You just got to know the numbers. Hey, you start out 25% contract within a week, 30 days. Everybody on this call, if you're not a district leader, why not get the district leader? You got to do 6 sales and 3 recruits. Hello, brand new people. 6 sales and 3 recruits. We bump you up to a district. That's a 50% contract. Why are you in training? So Christian, she did a life app. Christian Sherrill get a recruit today to get a life app today. So guess what? You need 5 more life apps and just 5 more life apps and 2 more recruits. Now you pass the test, you bump out at a 50% contract. That's the first level. That's the broker level. That's the first level. You're not an RVP broker, but that's the first level we get you trained to become a broker, because now you start getting overrides. If you don't mind me asking, how many people have you trained in the business and what's your spread? Well, and then you get some smart aleck in real estate. I say, well, I got like 3 agents who did that. Okay, great. That's awesome, man. So what's the average house y'all sell? About 200,000. You think it's easier for them to sell a house for 200,000 or to sell a policy for $85 a month that'll pay you $1,000 in commissions will make you make $500 off every app? You think more people got $85 or $200,000? Okay, great. So you know what I'm saying? Our business non-stop, bro. We ain't got to get no credit check before they do this business, right? You ain't got to check their FICO score. You ain't got to do none of that. That's it. See, paint a big picture, then make it small, then make it big. Now, I know you're in real estate, man. I know you sell. How many houses you sell now? I sell about 5 houses a month. Well, what if I tell you I can show you how to do how to help 5 a week, how to help 5 families a week, 6 people a week, and you can make on that real estate broker. They sell houses, $200,000-$300,000 house. They might get a big paycheck on that, but I mean they ain't getting paid every day. Plus, I'm not taking nothing away from your real estate. You can still do that if that's what you choose to do. Okay, so know the numbers, the compensation. How to explain compensation. Somebody do that for me real quick. Let's move on. See, I'm telling you. So first I told you how to get the conversation with the shark, right? Tell you how to present the opportunity with the shark. Now we're talking about how to explain compensation with the shark. Somebody, I'm reading do what I just did.
So you had a. Oh, go
Hold
ahead.
on, hold on. Let's get Sade. Sade, jump in, Sade. Hold up 1 second. Jen, hold up, Jen. You had a question or you was trying to do it? JR?
Oh no. I was going. I was going to do it, but let's they go ahead. That's
Oh,
cool.
go ahead, Sade. Go ahead.
Okay, Warren. So you
So how do I
asked
get now? Let's go back to the shark. I'm the shark. How do I get paid? How do I? You said I can make money when I'm not there. How do you do that?
Okay, Warren. So when you come in, you start off on a 25% contract, okay?
Right.
And so, but with a person like you, we want to get you to a 50% contract within the next 7 days, okay? So
Okay.
what I would be doing is getting six people, helping out with 6 clients, getting 3 people on your team. And so, but what you got to do is get licensed, okay? At the 50% contract. Now, you recruit, just say, once you get to that 50% contract and you become a district in a company. So once you become 50% contract, what you would do is, let's just say your best friend came in on board on your team. Your best friend was one of those people. So your best friend basically would be at a 25% contract. Now, once your best friend get licensed and go out and start helping a family, your best friend get $250, okay? Now, you would get a $250 passive income off of the profit just for bringing that person in. How that sound?
Sound good. Now cut. Here's what I want you to do, Sade. I'm giving y'all
Okay.
words tonight. I hope y'all writing this down. What's the words I'm giving you tonight? If I train you, could you train somebody else? If I teach you, could you teach someone else? See what I'm saying? Back and forth. If I teach you, can you teach somebody else? If I taught you this, yeah. They say, yeah. Okay, great. So let's say we go out, we recruit your best friend. I train you, you train your best friend, you get your friend, you train that person, right? I train you, you said you could do that, right? Yeah, I know. If I taught you, could you teach someone else? Okay? Simplify. Okay? And say, yeah, I can do that. And what you're saying on the numbers is right. And they're 25% contract. You at a 50. They go out and do the transaction, they're gonna get 25. You get the bump up. The difference between 25 and 50 is 25. So you get 25%. So they get a check with 250, you get a check with 250. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be anywhere in the world. You can be out of the United States. Doesn't matter. We'll send it to your bank account. What I just do right there, I painted a picture.
Right.
I painted a picture. Don't matter where you are, money going to your account. Jada and I get overrides, money going into the account. Don't matter where we at, man. Don't matter, money going into account. You guys with me on that? And I woke up yesterday morning. I didn't even realize last Friday night they cut us a check with $2,500. I'm trying to figure for securities. I didn't do no security. I'm trying to figure out who did the securities. Got $2,500. I don't even know where it came from. See, wow, you train somebody, you just start getting paid. Okay? That's what I'm praying to God that I can get through you guys, man. I want y'all to experience Primerica in the fullest. You got to taste it and see how good it is, man. Okay? If I train you, can you train somebody else? If I teach y'all how to do this class, could you teach this class? Right? I don't know. Well, you got to practice, drill, and rehearse. You can't do it if you're going to sit on a call and never unmute and say nothing. No, you can't do it. You answered the question already because you're too afraid to fail. Why we don't go after sharks? Because we're too afraid to fail. What if I go after the shark and they say no? What if I go after the shark and they say no? Guess what? You right back where you were. What if you recruit Warren and Jada? Right? You making millions. All right, so let's move on. Everybody, you good? But Sade, good. You know the number, Sade. But I just want you to say that. Hey, if I teach you, could you teach someone else? Say that. It's so simple.
Okay.
It's so simple. But that's the simplest way to explain why you would get your override. See, we got to tell them how and why. If I train you, could you train somebody else? Yes. If I'm talking to somebody about employee in corporate America, I hit them in the gut when I said, listen, have you ever trained anybody on your job before? Yeah. Do you get paid any more money? No. Let me ask you a question. If I train you, could you train someone else here? Yeah. What if I told you if I train you, you train somebody else, you get paid every time they make the company a profit, the company share the profit with you. If I train you, can you train somebody else? Yeah. I mean, seriously, if I taught you everything I know, could you teach it to someone else? Yes. Yes, I can do that. Get paid part of the profit. That's why we got to learn this stuff, guys. That's why we got to learn it. That's why I'm doing drill for skill. All right. Everybody
I have
good?
a question, Warren.
Yes.
So when it pertains to the real estate agent, if he says, okay, how you get paid, can you, just to make it relatable, you know, in the presentation, we say we get paid like real estate agents. So how do you get paid? Would you ask him that? Like, how would you get paid? And he would say, well, you know, my broker, I work for the broker, blah, blah, blah. I sell a house. He gets a half. I get this half. And then come back and say, well, you know what? Our pay structure is similar to that. And then you go over the numbers. You come in at a 25%.
You can do that, but you don't have to.
Okay.
You know, you can do that, but if you just do what I just said, that's it. Now, you could do that, George. You wouldn't be wrong if you did that. You could do it. I'm just a little bit more direct, because here's what I know. If you with somebody who is a shark, they don't have all day. So I get to the point. I don't like to hem and haw with the sharks. I just come at them.
Right.
Tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, so I can move on to someone else. I'm not going to be, you know, well, you know, see, like I'm saying, like this right here with, you know, like, how do you get, no, I ain't doing all that, man. You gotta find out. I'm gonna find out I'm gonna find out. Because if you ain't ready, then I'm moving. You know what I mean? So, but you could do that. It's a lot of different ways you can do it. Now, I'm not telling y'all this is the only way. I'm telling you the way I do it. Okay, I'm telling you the way that I learned. I'm a shark. I'm talking to sharks all the time in Primerica. I hang with sharks. Sharks all think the same way. They don't have a lot of time to waste. So tell me yes, tell me no, just tell me quick. That's it. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, because there's a million other people out there I could talk to. You just one. Okay? So let's go to next. Who's up next? All right, so anyway, anybody else got any other questions before I move on to the next? So I'll talk to you about the compensation, breaking down. And now here's what y'all need to know. You need to know compensation all the way up. 25. You don't need to always have it in front of you. Now you should have it in front of you. You can write it out, but you need to know it. Sharks know numbers. Business owners know numbers. 110% contract. That's the RVP contract. I mean, you go out and write a sale for $85 a month. You getting paid $1,100 for doing that sale? Take you an hour. When Jada and I came into this business, that's all we saw. We were like, wait a minute, that and overrides. Because now I'm at 110% contract. I recruit Alicia. She's direct. If she go out and close a transaction, she getting 250, I get 800. Now, what if I had 50 people like that, 100 people like that? That'd be crazy, right? I talked to Sam Shepard yesterday. He's right now for this month, he's at $136,000 in income. What's the date? 14th of the month? He had $136,000 in income on the 14th of the month. He ain't wrote a sale in like 15 years. Profits are better than wages. Y'all need to go to sleep tonight saying it over and over in your mind. Profits are better than wages. I'm sick of getting paid an hourly wage or salary. I want to start getting paid on profits. But you can't get paid on profits unless you duplicate. It's the only way to get paid on profits. If you ain't duplicate, you ain't even experienced Primerica yet. You ain't even experienced it yet. You know, I say taste it and see if it's good. You haven't tasted yet. So that's why you got to learn this stuff, guys, so that you can duplicate. All right? Now you guys on this call, you guys are extremely smart. Use that intelligence to duplicate. Okay? So, but you got to find a shark. Okay? So, so know the numbers. Here's the next thing I want to go to you guys. How to explain the keys to our success. So now, once you show the shark the compensation, once you got them lured in, right? You ask them, you tell them what we do is help people improve financial situation. That's not really important, right? And then we come to what's important. You know, you go through that. Then you go through the next thing, how to present the opportunity, right? We've just presented the opportunity. Then we go over, explain the compensation, and then what they want to know now. Well, what makes the business so successful? What makes, out of all the companies out there, why should I work with y'all? What makes Primerica so successful? How do I know this will work? Wow, that's heavy, man. That's what a shark want to say. How do I know it will work? What makes y'all work? Well, how do I know it'll work? Who can explain that? These are all things you need to know if you're going to recruit somebody big. You ain't going to recruit nobody big. You don't need to know this. All you need to know is the rule of 72, by turn, best difference. We're the largest financial service company in America. We got other, hey, You can be a parakeet. Just keep saying the same thing over and over again. But if you really want to get down, get to the heart of a champion, I'm telling you what you need to know. I want to help with that. WP Chief, he's here. Okay? Jump in his camera, man. Shoot with it. Help him out, WP Chief.
You want to know what was the question? I'm breaking it down like this. So, are you aware that the financial service industry is the most lucrative industry in the world?
No.
Financial service industry. If you look at the top guys on the Forbes list, the top guys are all in finance. So you understand that, right?
Right.
You understand Primerica is the largest financial service marketing company in the whole entire world. Remember I showed you that in the beginning?
Yeah.
Over
yeah.
130,000 licensed agents. We grow every single day. You
Right.
realize what you're on track to do what Amazon did to retail in our industry is we're really becoming a monopoly in the industry. Nobody's gonna even come close to us in that aspect. And when we let
How is that?
because let's look at it this way. We have the top 3 products in all of financial services: investments, insurance, and mortgages. You put all of that inside of one company, where we have more licensed agents than any other company out there. You put all of that inside of one company, it's no secret that you can make money in the money business. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So if you have the top 3 products, insurance, investments, and mortgages, you can build a brokerage. What business, you a shark, you a guy that's in business, right? Let me ask you this. What business do you know where you don't have to pay payroll or overhead? None. So if a guy like you with a mentality like you that saw this and realized they don't got to pay any payroll or overhead, you can hire as many people as you want. You don't got to pay them any payroll. You can build it as big as you want to build it. Your profit margins is ridiculous. You can come in the first week and make over $1,000 in profits. What business do you know you can make over $1,000 in profits the first week? None. So if you have all these different things, you put all of that inside of a company. That's why Primerica is so successful.
That's why he's recruiting. That's why he's making $8 grand as a regional leader in a month. That's why he made 13 grand in a month. Because of these, that's pro, right? Do you know what makes Primerica successful? Our business model. And then another thing, I'll throw a few more things in there for you. We cater to a market that's untapped. Middle income America. No one, how many people ever sat down with any of you guys, went to your house and told you what a mutual fund is? And sure, no one does what we do. No one care about that market. We serve a market that's been left out in the cold. If you can go to a market that's thirsty and it's untapped, and you had the antidote, I mean, how much money could you make? Right? We have a business, like Warren said, we have a business model where your overhead is, you know what the overhead for the average RVP is in our company, or what they bring in? 13%. You have a business where you got 13% of your expenses is overhead, while all the rest is profit. Unbelievable. What makes us successful? Our market. And let me tell you something else that makes us successful: our distribution. Our distribution makes us successful. Right? We serve middle income Americans. So we go back and recruit, train, and develop people from the community and get them to go back into the community with education to help other people in the community. People where the banks and all them people won't go. Our model is unbelievable. As Warren said, man, there's no secret that if you're in the money business, you can make money. It's a money business. If you're in a money business and you're not making money, it ain't nothing wrong with the business. There's something wrong with you, your approach. You need to go back and listen to this recording. This is going to be recorded, what we're doing here, guys. It's going to be on the One Nation YouTube channel. You need to get this stuff down. Okay, guys? So that's great job, Warren. Any questions on what Warren did and what I added to that? Any questions? Unmute now, guys, because we're talking about recruiting sharks today. We're talking about building your confidence. So don't let nobody punk you. We got the best opportunity on the face of the planet. Where else can you go into right now for this month for $74 and become profitable right away? Okay, who up? Anybody got any questions before I move to the next thing about recruiting shark? We almost done tonight, guys.
I just want to emphasize, Warren, you said the top 3 products in the industry: investments, insurance, and mortgages. Emphasize the distribution system that we have, and then also emphasize the fact that you have no payroll and virtually no overhead.
Right, and the overhead is extremely low, and we have a market saying our market is It's untapped. No, you know, we got, yeah, we only have 2% of the share of the whole market. I mean, middle income families right now are hurting. They have nobody to help them. I was talking to Sherelle earlier today when she texted me. She said her brother was saying that, oh, well, it's getting ready to get tough out there because, you know, banks get ready to raise the credit score up to 700 to buy a house and all that stuff. People, I said, that's going to make us want it needed more. That's not going to hurt our business. That's going to make more people want to get their finances together. So banks, we don't care what the banks do. They never was in favor for the people anyway. Banks was never designed to help us. They basically designed to rip us off. There might have been a few good banks, but they all corrupt now, man. They all prey on middle income. They all prey on the ignorant because they the ones who helped create the curriculum. And what happened? The wealthy people control all the money in this United States, man. It's crazy. 2% of the people in the United States control 98% of the wealth. How can that happen in a country that's so educated? 2% of the people in the United States control 98% of the wealth. Are you serious? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay? So it's no coincidence why we struggle financially. It was designed that way. We have a market that's untapped. Listen, guys, any business you go into, you want to go in a cheeseburger business, there's cheeseburger shops on every street, on every corner. You want to go in a sub shop business, subs on every corner. Oh, I'm going to be a hairdresser. What is hairstylists on every corner? Oh, I don't want to go to hairstylist, but I'm going to barber. Barbers on every corner. I'm going to go into cake baking business. Well, cake bakers all over the place. Bakers everywhere. Right? Well, I want to go into business that's going to help middle-income families improve their financial situation. Bingo! There ain't none in nobody communities. That's why we make so much money. That's why we got guys like Sam Shepard, who was a baggage handler making $2 million a year. That's why Gary Cornegay tonight or tomorrow cross over 1.5 million. Here's a dude that dropped out of school. I'm talking about dropped out of high school. Went back and got his GED in Primerica now. Last month, Gary Cornegay made $154,000. Okay? I'm talking about a dude with a GED. Brother, who was in a gang in California. Okay? But he's reformed. He's a clean guy and cleaned up. He's a great guy. He never got locked up. He didn't serve time and all that stuff. But I mean, you know, hey, anybody can win here, man. The market is untapped. We can tear this thing up. Okay? But that's why we're going to continue to do these drill for skills. And that's why you need to be in here. That's why you need to listen to these recordings over and over and over again. Okay? So let's go to any questions on anything before we move? Sam, you get your answers? Okay.
Well, I have a question.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I don't need you to explain any of them, but can you list the fundamentals again?
Fundamentals?
Yeah, what you went down.
The market. We have an untapped market, right? That's one. We have low overhead, right? We talked about that. We talked about the products that we have. One said we had 3 main products, right? Which is mortgages, mutual fund, mortgage investments, and insurance. The 3 main products in the financial service industry, right? We have unique distribution. People most of the time when people have good products, they trying to figure out how can they get them distributed, right? How can we, you can be the best singer in the world, but you got to get distribution. Your records got to be heard. So how do we get our records heard? Well, we go and recruit people from the community to go back into the community, to train and develop people, teach people in the community, to open up offices in the community. Those are the fundamental. And then you go back and listen to the recording, you can get all of it in the verbiage down, because this is being recorded too, Shanti.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
So I highly recommend you go back and go through it. Okay. Sean, did you had unmuted? Was you going to say something?
No, I think I got them. The market, distribution, low overhead, and the 3 main products.
And the three main products, right? We got it. This is how. Can you understand how people can know that we are successful? Somebody said, "Well, how do I know it's successful?" If you get those fundamentals down that we just went over, how can you tell me how can we not be successful? And we pay for licensing. That's another, add that onto it too, right? We pay for people to get their investments and their insurance license. We used to have a hang up. People come in, they had to pay money, get their license, their money. They said, no, we're gonna kill that. We're gonna take care of that for you now. Check this out, guys. You come and want to say, hey, you got no payroll. That's another thing. You got no payroll. Guys, you know, we make the money that we make, and we don't have a payroll. We don't have to pay our reps. I mean, we don't have to pay. I mean, one go out, he make 8-10 grand this month. I don't have to pay him that money. Primerica's gonna pay him. Unbelievable. So we have no reason to try to hold you down so that you won't make more money. We're trying to push you up, because the more money you make, the more money I make. Why do you think I'm on drill for skill tonight at 9 o'clock at night, trying to teach you how to make more money and recruit better people? The more money you make, the better we do. We don't get paid if you come in here and you unsuccessful. We get paid for successful people. So this is another thing when people start thinking, oh, what's the gotcha? Here's the gotcha. You want to know what the gotcha is? We get paid when you become successful. When you don't become successful, well, what if you get people that's done? What if I'm not successful? Then what? Well, hey man, then I'm not. Then we don't get paid off you. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. We get paid to train people, teach them how to become successful. Okay? We get paid when people get promoted. When you get promoted, I make more money. When you get promoted, you go to RVP, they give us $15,000 in stock. You go to RVP, you get $15,000 in stock, and you can cash it the next day after you get it now. If you want your 15 grand, that's just a bonus for going to vice president. Why would Primerica give me a bonus for going to vice president? Because they want more vice presidents. That's why. Okay. So that being said and done, let's move on. How do we explain ownership? Okay. Now, wait a minute. What you say about you can get ownership? How's ownership work? How does that work? Who can explain ownership? I'm giving you all the things it takes to recruit a shark. How's ownership work? Let's go, guys. We got about 15 minutes. We're gonna be done. Let's see somebody else grab that one. Know you ready to go? Who? Anybody? I see Pat Taylor. You on a call? Can you do ownership, Pat? Who can do ownership? Was Pat not on? You on, Pat?
I'm on. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Tell me ownership, Pat. You want? Don't you want? You want RVPs, right, Pat? You want some sharks on your team, right?
Of course, I want sharks on my team, bro.
Okay,
So yeah, man. One of the unique things you have with our company, one, you can get ownership. Is that something that interests you? I know you're a shark. Is that something you would like?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Okay, so ownership, one, what it takes here, man, win-win all the way, 100. You take your income up to 300,000. Okay, now you built a business. Now you built a business, and now you can actually sell it. That business now be worth 1.5 to $2 million. Ownership, Warren. Ownership. That's something that you can do within maybe 2 to 3 years after working here.
Okay. Well, how do I get my income up to 300,000? That's a big number.
It is a big number, Warren. Same thing we just talked about. Remember we talked about overrides, going out there helping people, training people, and like I asked you before, if I teach you something, Warren, can you go out and teach other people?
Absolutely.
Warren, all you gotta do is go out there and just teach other people this.
Good,
Help
good,
them get
Pat.
promoted, help them to be successful, and in turn, you'll be successful as well.
Good. I like when he come back, Pat, and you say, if I teach you, could you teach somebody? You know how you get ownership? Teach somebody else what you learn. It's the fastest way to get ownership. If I teach you, can you teach somebody else? Right? If I teach you, can you teach somebody else? Just train and develop people, right? $300,000 in income. That's $25,000 a month. If I show you how to make $25,000 a month, you get ownership. You can sell your business. It's yours. You can walk away and sell it. It'll be worth a couple of $1 million, maybe 2-3 million, depending on how you got it built, right? You can sell it, or you can keep it. You can give it to your children. How many years? There's no seniority. It's not like you're on a job you got to put in 20 years. You can get ownership in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I've been in the business. Some of you guys, Jasmine, you can say, Jasmine, I say, well, I don't have everything down. Like, guess what, Jazz? 3 years from now, you can have ownership. Boom, just like that. That's how it could be. Ownership, okay? 300,000. Our company. Why would we give you ownership? Because with the company, in order to get ownership, you got to take your income up to 300,000, which means you're going to produce some successful people in our company. You got to be a regional vice president, and you got to be making $300,000 in income. How long does it take to get the regional vice president? It can take you the normal time in the company is anywhere from 24 to 36 months. How long can it take you? It could take a year. It took me 9 months to get the regional vice president. And it really depends on the person. It really depends how many people, if I teach you, can you teach someone else? How many people you recruit, train, and develop? How quick would you want to get to regional vice president? As soon as possible. So you're gonna have to go through the no's. You're gonna have to go through these. I don't care if you say no, hell no, whatever, man. It don't matter. What does it care if you say, what if it care if you say no? Just right back where I was. That's all. But if they say yes, man, you can get some strong recruits on your team. So good, Pat. So ownership, guys, remember it's $300,000 in income, right? You gotta be a regional vice president. You gotta be making $300,000. Best way to get the best way to get there is to go to RVP and produce some RVPs. But do you have to have RVPs to get ownership? No. You can just be an RVP making $300,000. It's not how many RVPs. You don't have to be an SVP. You just be an RVP making $300,000. Or you could be an SVP, whatever level. SVP means you got 3 RVP. But just tell them that the key is become a vice president, make $300,000. Company give you a certificate of ownership, which means you can sell your business to who? You can sell it back to me if you want to. I'll buy it from you if it's a good business. $2 million. I mean, where else can you go? Those of you who are late in your retirement savings, you haven't been putting money away. The fastest way for you to get $2-3 million built up is to go out there and build you a team and get the 300 grand in income. Okay. So, all right. So know how to explain the ownership. We're coming out of home stretch, guys. We're almost done. All right. And the next thing is here's the most important part of it all. How do you sell yourself? You got to sell yourself to a shop. Why should I join your team? I know the company is good. The opportunity is good. All that sound good. But why would I work with you? Anybody ever think about that? Why would a shop join you? Why would a shop join you? How do you sell yourself? Sharp might not say that, but you see, you got to know, like, why would I sell you? Now they just coming into business. They don't know nothing, guys. They don't know what you did last month, what you did last week. They don't know none of this stuff. How do you sell yourself to a sharp? Okay, great, man. I'm bought. I'm sold on the company. I'm sold on the opportunity. I'm sold on the ownership. Or why you? Anybody? Nobody?
Yeah, I guess well, the question is not why me, but why not me. Basically everything that I talked about is what you want. So I'm not in the way of your success. I'm only here to help you. So if I can just help you to get to where you want to go, why not me?
Okay, Gene, now cut. I like the way you talk, but you're not selling you. You're telling me why not you? You can help me. But bump that. Sharks want to go with somebody who know where the heck they going at. So, who confident? I don't care. You know, you ain't gotta have a lot of money to be confident. You just gotta. Let me end the suspense on this right now. You gotta know where you're going. Okay. Listen, this is where I'm going. You got to know where you're going. People don't follow you for where you're at. I know that's contrary to what a lot of you guys think. They want to know where you're going, right? How you carry yourself. You can become a millionaire before you ever become a millionaire. You become a millionaire by the way you carry yourself, your confidence, your talk, and your vision. That's why the word of God says without no vision, the people going to perish, right? You got to have a vision. So why you? I don't know. Why? You know? Why would somebody want to join you? Why me? Where you going at? Everybody ever see that movie? What's that movie we saw? We like when the dude was on a plane. Catch Me If You Can. Anybody ever seen the movie Catch Me If You Can? The dude's father, his son had such an and it went so his dad would always ask him, "Where you going? Where you going? Tell me where you going." His father liked his son to tell him where he's going because his son could paint some pictures of where he was going. And because he painted such vivid pictures, he actually went to those places. He didn't get there the right way. He got there illegally, but he got there because he always knew where he was going. And he took a lot of people. He made a lot of money, did a lot of things. I mean, you guys got to watch the movie. It's a really good movie. It's called Catch Me If You Can. But where you going? Okay, where you going at? And let me tell you, don't punk out on this part. Punk out on this part, nobody gonna follow you. See, because when I was 9 years old, I looked my mom in the eye and said, I'm buying you a house, Mom. I'm gonna buy you a house. I'm gonna retire you from your job. I'm gonna take care of you. You ain't gonna ever have to worry about nothing, Mom. I didn't know how I was gonna get it done, but I knew where I was going. When you know where you're going at, that's when people buy in. But first, you buy in. A lot of y'all want to recruit a shark because you don't know where you're going. Where you going?
Would it also be helpful just to indicate like where you've come from? And
Yeah,
that making it
that's a part of where you're going.
Right. Make it personal is what I was thinking.
So tell me, Sherelle, let's do it. You up then?
You gonna put me on the spot. Primerica has changed my life, my policies. I was stuck in a term policy from another insurance agent. Since getting a policy with Primerica, it has caused me to have a greater policy amount and an investment. My goal is to just to develop some division leaders and some regional leaders, and for myself personally, and just to move up in the company. I'm not saying all the right words.
Okay. No, that's good. You just got to define it. This is your first time. Anybody else? Take a shot at it. Who else want to call? Can tell me where you're going. Come on, guys. We get ready to wrap this up. We get ready to be done in a minute.
I give it a shot.
I want to do it, woman.
Let's go, Jasmine.
So basically I would tell my story. So really why I joined the business. Because I had no idea what entrepreneurship was, or I didn't really have an example of what it was growing up. The only person I had as an example was my aunt, who was a physician, but she never really took the time to show me what it was. And also because I have a 15-year-old son who I'm raising alone, and I wanted him to also know what it's like to have ownership and to also become a business owner. And the last thing would be to also pass on the information that I've learned that I've never known before I joined Primerica, which I believe that everybody should know. Pass the information on to my son and also pass him a business as well, so he won't be in a position where he has to work for someone else for the rest of his life. He'll have his own business that he can pass on to his children as well.
Good, Jasmine. Now, here's how you finish that out. Now, you can go with me. This is the journey that I'm on. And maybe you even want to do some of the things I'm doing, or maybe you want to do greater, but this is where I'm going. You want to go with me? Okay? That was good, Jasmine. And the same thing with you, Sherelle. Good information, right? Paint a picture, be emphatic, be personal about it, be passionate about where you're going. But you got to really know where you're going at, man, because ain't nobody going to follow you. And so you're right. Part of my past is about my future. Hey, this is where I came from. Let me tell you where I'm going. I'm going to build it up. We're going to impact Baltimore. We're going to change the city, man. We're going to make a difference. Impact. Look, I want to be the first millionaire in my family. I'm gonna set a trend of $1 million earners, and we're gonna change our family generation. We come from, I mean, wherever it is, whatever your story is. But you gotta know, it gotta be not just I'm gonna make a hustle. And Junior, like you said, I can help you. Doesn't matter where. No, it does matter. It matters. I know you can help me, but where you going? How you gonna help me? But I know you want to help me, but are you trying to? Where you going at? So Junior, if I'm you, I got 3 kids, man. I got a wife. I got 3 kids. I've been working with people all my life. And right now, man, I'm great. Build my own, my wife and I great, own our own business. We're gonna produce a lot of successful people, but we're gonna break this chain of what we've been through. You know, this is where I want people buy into that. They buy into your story, man. Develop your story this weekend. Please, over the next, you at home all day. Write down where you, if you want to write where you from, where you going, but you better be able to tell a shark where you going at, because that's what make them buy into you. That's what make them invest into your company. They invest into your company when you can tell them what's next. They want to know where you've been and then what's next. Where you going? If you can't do that, man, you ain't gonna recruit. You wouldn't recruit me. You wouldn't recruit me. Definitely. Gotta know that. All right, last thing, and we done. This is the last one for that guy. Sell yourself and then sell your upline. Always be able to sell the next person up. Hey, look, this is where I'm going, but the guy who trained me, the guy I work with, okay? If you're going to sell my story, anybody's story, you get WPT. If I'm on his team, I mean, he has a lot of success and I can sell his story. If I'm on his team, I would say, hey man, you know what? My trainer, man, this guy's only 25 years old. He's on track to make over the next 18 months or so, he'll be $200,000-$300,000. I mean, this guy's on a mission right there, man. And that's whatever it is. Or you might sell my story. Hey, you know what? My national sales record played in the NFL. And you know what? What would make a guy from the NFL come in and do this? I mean, so this guy has done played in some great arenas, and I'm following him, man. He's talking about going back to the Super Bowl again, but he's talking about doing it in financial services this time. And I'm going to be right there, man. This guy's already successful. He and his wife, whatever sometimes you got to sell a bigger picture than you. You got to tell where you're going, and then you got to say who you're following. Okay? What are you a part of? Or you can sell the company, but don't sell the company. Sell your upline. Somebody they can meet, shake their hand, and say, hey, I'm so-and-so. A lot of us don't do a good enough job selling our upline. I sold the heck out of Andy Young when I got in the business. He was only making, not only, but he was making $400,000 at the time. And I would say, man, the guy was training me. He played football at the University of Wake Forest. This guy make $400,000 a year, man. This guy come to work with shorts on. I want that. That's what I want. I mean, he got a business, man. And he's teaching me how to do it. I can get you to meet with him. Come on out. I'm gonna introduce you to him. Come on out. See, I sold the heck out of my upline because I had credibility in my past, but I didn't have credibility in what I was doing right now. See, some of us, we don't have the credibility in what we're doing right now. So you got to sell where you're going and then sell your upline as the evidence of where you're going to wind up at or who you following and where your upline is going at. Hey, my vice president, my vice president says he's going to promote 20 vice presidents over the next 24 months. He already got 11 vice presidents right now, and he's talking about exploding this thing. So you got to be, I don't care if you're on Andre team, whoever, whatever, don't matter. You can sell whoever you want to sell, but you got to be good at that. So that is how you recruit a shark, guys. I'm going to wrap it up on that. That's how you recruit a shark. We went through all the phase stages tonight, okay? But one of the most important things, Chandre Gordon, and here's where I know a lot of y'all don't know where you're going at, because y'all won't even unmute and take a shot at it. Man, I wasn't afraid to go at it. I failed miserably. But if you're afraid to fail, you'll never succeed. Some people are afraid to succeed. Some people are afraid to fail. Man, you know what, man? Being scared or a coward, it steals your dreams. So get on this call, Andrew, Sam, Crystal, Christian, Leisha, Shonda, right? Sherelle, Sade, the Campbells. Doesn't matter. Get on these calls and take a shot. Take a shot. Listen, you think I'm gonna be doing these calls forever? You better take advantage of them while I'm doing them. We're on the verge of building something big, something explosive. We're about to shock the world. When we get down to Primerica next year at that convention, they're going to be shocked at what one nation's about to do. Take advantage of this right now. Don't take this for granted. I don't care where you are right now. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is where you are. I believe in everyone on this call. If I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't be on this daggone call. I just need you to believe in yourself. I just pray that the enemy stop listening to the lies of the enemy telling you what you're not and what you can't do. You guys know my story, man. My dad told me I would never be nothing. Okay? I'm supposed to fail. I'm supposed to succeed. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Put my faith in God. I work hard. Great wife to support me. Great family around me. But before I had any of that, I just had God. And my mom always encouraged. All I need is one person to believe in me. That's all you need. And you got that with me. And I hope you believe in yourself. Okay? So listen, guys, great training tonight. Look, guys, we love you guys, Jada and I. We want you to succeed. We got to get RVPs out this year, guys, please. I want you to be a vice president this year. I want you to get the 110% contract this year. If you're on this call and you're not a district, what are you waiting for? Get your 6 sales, get your 3 recruits, and get the district, okay? Get your 6 sales, get your 3 recruits. If you are a district and you're on this call, make a conscious decision that you're going to division. If you're on this call in your division, you need to make a conscious decision that you're going to region leader. Always show up at self-help sessions like this. Always show up at the sessions where you do the extra work. Where the God says, what's done in darkness will come to light. You got to work when nobody else will. There's a lot of people who should be on this call that's not. But you here. That's all that matters. Okay? So let's get it done. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I'm going to say a quick prayer real quick before we jump off the call. Those who believe in prayer. And we end it on that. Okay? Dear Heavenly Father, we say thank you for this call tonight. Thank you for giving myself and my son Warren, who's sitting here with me, the opportunity to mentor, pour into these people, to train them. And God, I pray that they will take it to heart. I pray that they would believe everything that you had created them to be. God, you said you know the plans for our life, and that's for us to succeed and not and to prosper, not to fail. So God, we just pray that you just bless this organization as only you can. Keep us on a straight and narrow path. Protect everyone on this call from the coronavirus. Just taking people out. We pray for those who've been affected by it. And Lord, we just also pray that you just continue to be with us and bless this organization as only you can now. And we also pray, God, that you would bless this One Nation organization indeed and enlarge our territory, and that your hand will be with us, that we may do no evil and cause no pain. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. God bless, guys. Meet you at the top. Have a blessed night.